Dispatch the night troopers. I shall inform the Great Mothers that it's time.
Fall back. Draw them out. Sabine, blasters! Ezra, this ever happened before?
Lucky us!
The cargo transfer is complete. There is little the Jedi can do to stop us now.
Great Mothers, our alliance has proven to be quite beneficial.
We are grateful to you, Grand Admiral.
And to you, Morgan Elsbeth.
Come forward.
You shall be rewarded.
The gift of shadows.
Are you prepared?
Do you pledge yourself to the Sisterhood, to the magics, to the old ways?
I do.
Do you abandon your old life for this new one?
I do.
Your loyalty? Your life?
My loyalty. My life.
The blade. Oh, Talzin.
Take it, sister.
Known for its vast universe, rich characters, and epic battles. But among its many stories lurks a darker, more chilling legend, the so-called zombie troopers. But are zombie troopers actually part of the official Star Wars canon? Or are they just a myth from the extended universe? Today, we're diving deep into the shadows to uncover the truth behind one of Star Wars' darkest and most mysterious lore. The idea of zombie troopers, soldiers reanimated after death, reduced to mindless or barely sentient killers, stands out as one of the darkest and most chilling concepts in the Star Wars mythos. Unlike the typical trooper clad in polished armor or the stoic clones bred for battle, zombie troopers evoke the imagery of horror, death's unnatural return, bodies repurposed to wage endless war. Origins in legends. The earliest and clearest depiction of these undead soldiers appears in the expanded universe, now rebranded as Legends. The Star Wars Dark Empire comic series, published by Dark Horse Comics in the early 1990s, is the flagship example. In this storyline, the resurrected Emperor Palpatine returns after death, using cloning and Sith dark side sorcery to rebuild his forces. This resurrection process is far from natural. It results in clones and soldiers who are essentially undead. Their bodies deteriorating, minds twisted by dark energy, yet driven by a relentless will to serve the Sith cause. Within Dark Empire, these dark troopers, or resurrected clones, lack the agency and humanity of living soldiers. They move stiffly, driven by a programmed or mystical imperative. Their eerie presence underscores the horrors of attempting to cheat death, blurring the lines between life, death, and undeath. Influence of horror. Tropes. This merging of sci-fi and horror tropes, the classic zombie combined with futuristic cloning and Sith magic, created a compelling mythos that fans found both fascinating and disturbing. It also raised philosophical questions about identity. What makes a soldier human? Is a clone more than a copy? Can death be undone without consequence? Though Dark Empire is officially Legends, its themes have permeated fan interpretations and inspired later Star Wars media. Similar concepts in other media. Beyond Dark Empire, the concept of undead or mindless soldiers has appeared in other Star Wars content. Sith alchemy and resurrection. In some Star Wars novels and comics, Sith lords have been known to use dark magic to resurrect allies or create undead warriors. These sorcerous methods evoke the zombie archetype, though often cloaked in mystical terminology. The Clone Wars and mind control. While not undead, certain story arcs in Star Wars, the Clone Wars explore clones whose behavior is manipulated by implanted control chips, turning them into unthinking weapons. Though alive, these troopers exhibit zombie-like obedience. Video games. In games like Star Wars, Empire at War, and Star Wars Battlefront, there are units or mods resembling zombie troopers, often used for fan-made horror scenarios or alternative universe storytelling. The underlying fascination with zombie troopers reflects a broader theme in science fiction, the fear of losing one's soul, autonomy, or humanity through technology, magic, or war. When it comes to official Star Wars canon, the stories and media. Lucasfilm currently recognizes as part of the main continuity. The existence of literal zombie troopers as undead clones is more ambiguous. However, there are several canonical elements and characters that touch on related ideas of resurrection, relentless soldiers, and loss of self, making it clear that the concept hasn't been entirely abandoned. Dark Troopers in The Mandalorian Season 3. The most prominent and relevant canonical example comes from The Mandalorian Season 3, where Moff Gideon deploys a unit known as the Dark Troopers. These highly advanced combat droids, clad in black Beskar armor, demonstrate almost supernatural durability and lethality. They are not organic undead, but their relentless, emotionless nature evokes many zombie-like traits. These dark troopers are cybernetic warriors, some piloted remotely, others possibly infused with biological elements, making them a terrifying hybrid of droid and living weapon. Their presence brings a fresh, grim edge to Star Wars' roster of enemies, unfeeling soldiers who relentlessly pursue their target without mercy or hesitation. The clone chips and behavioral control in Star Wars, the Clone Wars animated series, a critical plotline involves the inhibitor chips implanted in clone troopers. These chips override the clones' free will, forcing them to execute Order 66, the command to betray and kill the Jedi. This behavior effectively zombifies the clones, turning them into obedient killers without conscience or hesitation. While these clones remain biologically alive, the chip strips away their autonomy and personality, making them, in a sense, zombies of programming and control. This arc adds a tragic layer to the clone trooper story, soldiers bred for war who ultimately become puppets. Sith, resurrection, and dark side. Magic, another canonical source of undead concepts, arises from Sith, resurrection, and dark magic seen in both films and expanded media. Palpatine himself survives death through arcane Sith rituals, effectively returning from the dead, which ties into the broader theme of unnatural life. Additionally, dark side practitioners are sometimes shown animating corpses or influencing the dead. Not zombies per se, but supernatural reanimation within the Star Wars mystic framework. Summary of canonical status.